Hello, Kira Neon. I was an idiot and forgot to set the stream from unlisted to public, because of course. Let me just make sure, yep, it's coming through. Don't worry about staying for however long. The playlist on the channel that lists all the live streams will have this along with any others that I do, so you can watch it back anytime you want. I'm just giving a moment for stream to do its functioning stuff. Basically just get a gist of the bit rate, if everything's going to be fine, all that. Alright, that's enough waiting. I want to do one run today, and that's Labs Endless. I have a very bad score on it, and I want to get a better one. Even though I don't like doing Labs Endless. Alright. We got our goal. I think this is the... nope, there's two. I think. Two Synthrex world records left in the game. And I'm gonna try and go for one of them right now. Synthrex, from my understanding, played closer to whenever the game released and was still getting updates. Very good player for the time. Still would hold up now. I mean, like, look at my Inferno Endless, number 3. So, doing this would be very nice. Oh, I'm already set up here. I'm gonna go for bazooka and throw on. What do I want? I like healing, I like overhealing. I want enemy exploder and explosion proof, but I'm gonna have to sacrifice real heart probably. This shield is not going to be useful at all. Longer dash is just a nice quality of life thing. More frequent charge drop paired with overheal and the regular heal ultimate is going to give me a lot of heal rate. More increased max health will definitely hold up late game. And I want to get the vibe for bazooka, because bazooka did very good in the arcade jump mode, so I want to see if it's as good here. So I'll give one more moment while I eat a nutty bar and then I'll get started. Alright, I was debating it. I'll sacrifice the 1 extra max health for triple jump. Triple jump just has a lot more utility. Alright. Let's do this. Let's get a world record. Gonna be a bit risky early on. This is a good layout. Woo, okay. We had a very long wave 1 and a short wave 2. So like always, we want to get as many of the pickups that we can, avoid getting hit for as long as possible, like that. That was a really big blunder. We do not want to hit the spikes on labs, especially avoid it on labs, because that stuff does 3 damage. And getting out of that hole is rough. Thankfully, we don't need to worry about combos in Endless, only in Arcade. So we can get hit and get a generally steady rate. So we can play a bit worse, technically. Enemy Exploder's just nice because explosions are probably the most powerful thing that we can have. And having them chain reaction together to just obliterate entire waves is great. Enemy Exploder will synergize well with this whenever we get on low health because we can survive for a lot longer than you would think. Trigger happy is just nice because we have the increased fire rate. Right now, the early waves don't mean too much. Obviously, we want to get as much of that early game health as we can. But for gems, it is basically worthless. Later on, we're going to be getting a couple thousand per wave, and that's when it's going to matter. Yeah, with these enemies, that's the ones that we're going to want to see. Laser snipers, these guys, if UFOs come in later, we definitely want to see those. Not looking forward to the Pusworks enemies. Those ones will always, always, always be rough. The missile hordes is very nice to always see. Very easy to deal with, gives a lot of gems. The explosion, the projectile the bazooka shoots has a lot of bigger of a hitbox on the sides than you would think. Oh my gosh. Good thing to know is that the enemy exploder can activate at any time, so generally you'll want to stay away from where enemies can spawn, so up top is the best place you really can be. Alright, we see late factory stuff, so we'll probably see UFOs later on. A bit of a precarious situation, but we got past that. A good thing about these projectiles is that they go through the platforms, which is a nice little extra quality of life thing that helps out. These ones, they explode on defeat, which is basically a non-issue. If there's I don't think the greater demons can spawn in regular endless, so we only have to worry about laser snipers, so really those things are basically useless for us. If we were doing Zeus Fulmination, they would be a lot better for room clearing. But for us, the only use case would be getting rid of laser snipers slightly better. Ouch. I guess another use case for those mines is that they can carry a chain along better because they are guaranteed to explode, meanwhile enemy exploder is only a chance. Oh yeah, we are 10% of the way there. It's honestly probably closer to 20% because these later rounds go by a lot faster. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're doing fine. Oh my gosh. These enemy exploder chains are crazy. Good thing about the fly balls is that they don't want to shoot you if you're too close to them. So you're not going to get a really unfair situation if they spawn on top of you. They have a preferred distance they want to be. And you can use that to your advantage. Wow, I got hit by that. Laser snipers are typically really easy to avoid, but if you do get hit by them, it's 2 damage. The only other thing that can deal 2 damage is the missiles melee. So you probably want to just not get hit by either of those. The laser spinner, very unfair enemy at times. Sometimes they'll spawn with lasers already shooting and there's just nothing you can really do about it. I am already working towards my 13th health upgrade. That's pretty good. As you get health upgrades, they'll increment up by 1 more required overheal in order to get the upgrade. Hence why not getting hit early on is very important. Because these will add up, and that 1 extra health upgrade could be very, very good. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's, I think, some things that you can do. Like, I think there's only a set number of ways that the laser spinner can actually spawn. So if you're just in certain positions, you won't ever be at risk for the laser spawning on you. But those things are so infrequent in spawns that we should be able to just heal most of the time before it's an issue. They tend to have, the ultimate charges and the health drops tend to have a consistent rate at which they do drop, which is nice. So if I get one, I know that the next one is either really close or it'll be with the health drop. So, like, I know that I'll probably, yeah. Overheal later on, I'll probably hold on to it more than just instantly popping it, because the utility of forcing enemies away is nice, because I can cluster them up together more and get a lot better clears, health drop, in a moment. Or did I already get it? Ow. Ouch. Look at that, 15 max health upgrades. So easy, these early stages. Already working on 16. Also, we are 20% of the way there in terms of raw gem gain progress. Ouch. Also, healing gets us, an amount of gems, I believe it is. Yeah, it gets us 100 gems, so all of that adds up. And I think just overheal and then the heal ultimate is just genuinely the best combo for high score runs. Just because all of that will add up to, like, what, 10,000, 20,000 maybe? I mean, like, if you think about it, let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, so that's 5,000 right there. That's 10,000, 11,000. So just by 15 health upgrades, that is, I think, 11,000 gems just from this. It adds up a lot. And that's not even considering all the ones that we've gotten to heal. I won't deny that there's probably ults that are just better for survivability, like Furs and Over one, where you turn enemies to ice and then they explode and deal really high damage as projectiles. That one's very good, but it's costly in terms of upgrade points. But I can't deny that it's good, but I don't think it's heal good in terms of high score, because we get longer survivability, we get a knockback effect, which I mean is marginally helpful. And then we just get all the gem gain. Ouch. I can tell you the reason why I didn't care for doing Labs Endless, and it's because for some reason the music that plays is the Boneyard music. Which, I mean, it's fine, but I think I, at the time, did the Boneyard Endless and wanted to check out the other ones, and Labs had it and was like, oh, I don't want to do this. But I mean, now I'm here. On to our 19th health upgrade. We started out with a default of 5. We do not have either of our health upgrades from just equips, so we will be going up to 24 max HP very shortly. And just remember, just getting to this health upgrade, that is 1,900 gems. Not even considering the amount of healing that we have to do just to stay alive. Just about 30% of the way already, by the way. We're only half an hour into the stream, and I spent a good amount of that staring at the screen doing nothing. Going on to number 20. The hidden gems. If you're talking about the ones from the health, yes. If you're talking about this giant gray number, that's just my gem total for the campaign, which does not add to it. I wish it did. I mean, like, look at how much I have. Usually endless runs have to go to wave 100. But oh yeah, because of the fact that we haven't gotten UFOs yet, I'm inclined to think that's what's going to be happening. Because UFOs are a huge gem gainer, and the fact we haven't seen any yet makes me think that they're not in this endless. But I also haven't seen any of the Pusworks enemies, which is a huge bonus. Maybe they'll come by, like, wave 50. Health upgrades. We now have 25 max HP. All of that will matter eventually when the enemy spawns become faster than we can shoot. Gosh, okay. Hi. Ow. Wave 44. $46. Okay, I really liked inching the spawns towards me. Hold on, I need to check if a spider's crawling on me or not. I don't think so, but I know there is one somewhere in my room. And I felt something nudging my foot, and I wasn't sure what it was. Alright. Also, yeah, 40%. 40%, and we've had basically no issue at all. one T2 health upgrade. I mean, the spider can watch all they want, but I don't think they can do it from my leg. Tried catching it earlier to put it outside, but it kind of crawled behind the desk to where I couldn't get it. So now it's just somewhere. Probably more on the little side. Not anything big. I can tell you at least that much. Wave 50. If we're gonna see the enemies that I'm afraid of, now would be the time to see them. And if we see them, that's when the run actually starts. That being said, it would be very lackluster if this was all of the enemies that we saw in terms of variety for labs. Is this really it? Okay, this is like really manageable if we don't get any of the Pusworks enemies. Did I go overboard on this build? I feel like I might have. Ah, there, told you, there's one of those instant lasers. By the way, from here on out, for health upgrade 25 and beyond, just keep in mind we're getting at least a quarter of 10,000 per health upgrade that we complete, which is a lot. Also, we're halfway there. Wave 55. As the waves go higher, the enemies spawn faster, and they spawn more, typically. I think eventually it gets to a point where it's not going to spawn any more in a wave, but they'll just spawn faster and faster. Which means that eventually the rounds will actually get shorter, but with the caveat that it, you know, they spawn really fast, so the entire screen tends to get filled up with enemies. Which, hey, this is why we have Enemy Exploder and the Explosion Proof when at 3 HP or below. Granted, we only get 3 uses of it here, but it's still very good. Because it effectively is going to act as 3 health for us whenever we're low. Oh, okay, I didn't see you. Okay. Oh, I bungled that. But I mean, okay, so if this is all this endless is going to be, I can very easily win and get world record. I mean, there's no way for me to really jinx myself unless if for some reason the Pusworks enemies start spawning on like wave 63 or something really random like that. But like even then, I've gotten higher scores than the high score for this level with Pusworks enemies, so... Like, honestly, the most dangerous thing right now is just those spike pits. I don't think anything has actually brought me down 3 health total for my max, other than those spike pits. Obviously, that will change, but right now, I'm almost at my 26 health upgrade, going to a total of 31 maximum health. Also, we're about to be at 60% of the way there. Yeah. 60%. Working on number 28, I guess. Okay. I kind of want to count this when there's... Oh, I guess I'll count it at the end of the next wave, but I think I got capped off at max HP. I mean, I'll still upgrade it because it's health, and health is good because it means more points. I have to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So minus 5, that'd be 27. Yeah, okay, so it is actually still upgrading it. Okay. It's just very hard to tell. Oh, I think it does actually just tack it onto the end very slightly. By the way, 70%. I feel like I should have mentioned that earlier, but oh well. At wave 66. I don't really have much more I can say for this run. I've said all the stuff I really need to. I don't see it getting hard enough to really be stressful until we're far past whatever the world record is. I mean, I guess I can say, hey, huge milestone, we're 75% of the way there. But like... Nice instant laser. 270. I think I want to save the Pusworks Endless World Record for last. Mainly because A, Pusworks enemies give me nightmares, and B, I feel like a proper end to this would be getting the last Synthrex World Record. Plus, it would require me to somehow get all the other world records, and there's some really bad ones that I have to somehow get. Like, the Cloak and Lava Climb. %. We'll get this before Wave 100, which is nice. And then after that, I guess we just cement the world record as standing for a while. Oh, apparently. I don't know. Am I really getting more? Ow. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 35. Yeah, okay, I'm still gaining them. I just don't know how they're crammed into that. These, visually, I'm not noticing a difference. I'm guessing that just, like, you know, the game looks pixel, like it's built pixel by pixel, but I guess visually it's just very slightly offset from the pixel grid. Which is how it can keep up the illusion of it being, you know, pixel-y, but it's not really. Yeah, that's completely fair that you have to go after I get world record. I don't ever expect anyone to stay and watch these. I'm doing it mainly so I have a way of not taking up 500 gigabytes on my computer and just be able to store the footage easily. Wave 74. Wow, that lines up with my gems if you ignore the first 100,000. Wave 75 doesn't really line up anymore. "31 health upgrades. That is absurd. %. I think this is the highest I've ever gotten an overheal to. Wave 77. We're not gonna get there before 80. definitely before 90. Definitely not before 40 max health, which is absurd. .40 max health should not be feasible in a run. .95% of the way there. Count it down by the 10,000s. Or well, not the 10,000s, but the thousands. 9,000 more. $8,000 more, and also 7,000 more. $6,000 more. Yeah, I do really make it look easy, and to be fair, the strategy that I'm using, I feel I'm having a lot better of a time with. 5,000 more. But it's also just the fact that there's certain enemies that aren't here that would make this a whole lot harder if they were here. Like, for example, in Pusworks, there's an enemy that rapidly shoots out projectiles in 6 directions, alternating. Whether it's like the traditional hexagon with 6 points, or if it's the same way but rotated a bit. It's very difficult to avoid, and whenever there's multiple on screen, you're basically bound to get hit. And they're usually one of my #1 priorities when taking out enemies, to prioritize them. $3,000. I was a bit late on that anyways. We're about to see 2,000. Yep, 2,000. $1,000. Wave 80. We'll see it right here. Oh wait, we already got it. Oops. Alright, GG. World record. Thank you, Kira Neon, for tuning in. You may rest now, finally. Me, though, I'm just going to try and cement this as a world record. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go for. If I don't struggle at all, I'm probably going to call it quits at 40 max health. I am slacking a lot in the staying alive department though, so who knows. Well, I can scratch this one off the list, which I think means that, like, in terms of the easy world records, I'm running out of options. Oh, hi, Lies. Yeah, I got world record. I'm apparently just too good at this game because I'm not even struggling. I'm actually very close to getting 33 health upgrades. Which actually, I'm gonna pause this for a moment and do the math. Just peeping in. I mean, yeah, I will eventually struggle. But even, like, my crowd control is just so good. Do I have a, summation thingamabob? Hold on. Please close out of that. Alright. Okay. Alright, Desmos. Actually, can I do this here? Probably not. $33. And then X. Okay, so I just did the math. Whenever I get this health upgrade, assuming this is correct, the healing alone, just from overheal, is 56,000. Meaning that roughly a quarter of my score is going to be just from healing from overheal. This isn't even counting just my regular heals, which is insane. Alright, let's get back to it. I guess while I'm doing this, I should just talk about video making stuff. So, like, I'm working on an ultra kill video right now. It's the continuation of my last one, where I'm just covering all the levels that I didn't. And then I have, you know, this that I'm working on. I'll eventually make it a video. And then I have something more long-term in the works. But I genuinely think that if I want my channel to grow, I need to kind of just focus on what makes it popular, which is just Ultra Kill and the Escapist. Which, I mean, I kind of don't want to do that, but I don't know. If my next escapist video does good, I'll probably lean into it for a while. Just because there's been some stuff that I've been doing with some people that has been fun. And I have the potential to make videos on it, and I'll just test water it in June probably. The Ultra Kill video will likely be the May upload, and then the Escapist thing will be June, and then from there I just let it ride. Actually, should I go for 50 max HP for the lulz, so overheal equals 45? Yeah. That'll keep me going for, what, another hour? I'll pause when I get to the next wave. Yeah. I want to take a sip of water. Have it set in that I already have world record for this. Which is ridiculous. I already do. But hey. The goal is to eventually get all of them. I think for the Ultra Kill video, I'm just going to do the really sleazy thing and just make a video every single update. Because it'll be a lot easier for me to do that, and then just do a final complete video whenever the entire game's out. Alright, bye lies. Okay, yeah, that works. Working for 40 HP. Gosh, okay. Wave 89. Okay, okay, okay. Wave 90. Alright, I think we've hit the threshold where enemy spawning starts to become a little bit much. Where excess healing becomes a thing of the past. That being said, I will get to 40 max health. $33 out of 35. Okay, sure. Hi, buddy. We have 92. Quarter of a million gems. So if anyone ever wonders why my gem total is so high, 3.5 million. I do end this runs quite a bit. For fun. We have 93. We have 94. Wave 95. Ow. "36 max HP upgrades." Now for number 37. Wave 97. Wave 98. I feel like no matter what, we will get to 300,000. Wave 99. One more and we get to the magical triple digits. Wave 100. Oh, didn't mean to touch the spikes. No tomb. No 4. I breached 300,000, by the way. I also just got another max health up. Host wave 100. If that is not indicative of how easy this is, I don't know what is. Like, I genuinely think I could go infinitely if I really wanted to, but I don't have time I want to spare for that. Like, I need to sleep eventually. Well, also, you know, I've been live for 2 hours. I think my stopping point is going to just be whenever I get total of 45 maximum health. 50 is going to take way too long. Getting 45 is a nice stopping point, because that's going to mean 40 total max health upgrades across one endless run. I'm already getting close to halfway on the 38th. So if I play well, it's going to not be too long. $107. I don't know why I did that. Chain reaction. Thank you. $108. 209. Oh, hi. 110. Blinkers. Okay. We're fighting still. One 11. Oh, shoot, I didn't even realize we got to 39. $112. Hello? $113. Ow. 114. Oh my gosh, I'm actually processing audio in my brain for once, and I'm hearing how fast they're spawning, and oh gosh. Slowly getting there. Out of 39. More than halfway on our second to last health upgrade that I'm caring to get. Wave, what's 17? Ow. You wanna know something I find absolutely insane? The fact that the Oscars just now required the people voting to watch all the nominated films. Like, it is insane that the thing that we regarded as probably like the pinnacle of here's the go-to movies were voted by people that probably didn't even watch them. Or were missed out on and didn't get an award because the people voting were too lazy to not watch them. Too lazy to watch movies. Like, I don't know. It's just completely baffling to me. I just don't get it. Tactical iframes to go into the pit. $34 out of $39. $121. $37. $38. Okay. Time to work towards our last max health upgrade. After that, probably just gonna call it quits. We have reached 400K. $124. $125. Nice laser. Wave 126. 127. Alright, have it be known from all reaches of people that end up trying to do this, that the only reason that the record will stand as where it is because I upgraded my maximum health 40 times. And through all of that, I still survived and faced basically no difficulty. There was a couple of times where I faced difficulty, but honestly, it was basically a non-issue. I've done what I want to do for Labs Endless, though. This record has been annihilated, as far as I'm concerned. Right now, I just want to call it quits. I'm tired. It's 2 a.m. for me. So know that I could very easily come back another day, get a world record of, let's just like arbitrarily say, over 1 million. I feel confident that if I had the time, I could very well do this. That being said, I don't want to sit here for 5 hours for a run. Like, even when I'm just flippantly just jumping around, getting hit constantly because I don't care. This run is, like, it's not that bad. I think Bazooka is just the best weapon in the game. Zeus Fulmination has infinite pierce, but the crowd control potential from Bazooka is just unmatched, in my opinion. Zeus Fulmination struggles when there's a lot of enemies. Here it's just, oh, I got lucky with the enemy exploder and everything is gone now. Wave 130. Wow. Without even really try-harding, wave 130. I'm nearly at 450,000 gems. That is ridiculous. 131. $450,000. Wow. With that, though, I'm calling an end to my run. Going out my way. Spikes. Great run. Completely annihilated the previous world record. 451,000. That is the second highest score across anything in the game. And it's only that way because I stopped. The Rebel is going to be a doozy for whenever I have to try that. Heck, the Cloak is going to be rough too, but I mean, for now, Labs Endless is dead. It is gone. It is kaput. It is finished. I did what I wanted to do here tonight. I thank everyone who tuned in for watching. I'm gonna go sleep. I'll be live again some other time. I don't know. It's an awkward thing. I don't know. I might be live sometime within 24 hours. I don't know. Might not. If not, then I don't know. What would I even do? I have Inferno Endless. I want to grab Factory Endless. Grenadier. I have a bad score with. I think I'm going to go for Grenadier just to get a good score. Same thing with the Warrior. The Rebel, I'm not even close on. Alright. Goodbye.